If you're a small YouTube channel that's looking to blow up fast, this is going to be the best video that you've ever watched because you can watch thousands of videos out there and listen to a bunch of different people, but I promise you, all you have to do are the 5 things that I'm going to share with you in this video. Nobody else will actually reveal this to you because then they won't have any content to make, but I don't care because I'm here to help you grow faster. In fact, these changes I'm going to share with you just help this channel gain over 100,000 subscribers, this channel over 200,000, and this channel over 500,000 subscribers, and the same thing could happen to you so long as you implement these. Change number 1 is you need to make sure that you have your channel set up correctly and you have the right settings turned on. Because if these things are messed up, everything else that you do is going to be a complete waste of time. Okay, so here's how you're going to check whether or not your account is actually set up correctly. The first thing that you need to do is you need to come over to your channel. You have to click on your channel right here, and you want to make sure that you have a profile image here. You want to make sure that you have a banner up here. You want to make sure that this has a description right here. You have links to anything that you're trying to drive people to, you're trying to sell people to, and then in addition to that, when you come into customize channel right here, this is where you could set these things up if they aren't actually set up. So you're going to add a banner right here. You could add a picture right here. You can add a name right here. Ideally, your name should have your niche in it. You could change your actual YouTube handle right here. So this changes what the link is. You can add a description right here. And then if you want to add in links, you can do that from right here. In addition to that, if you come over to Home tab, you want to make sure that you have this set up. The way that I have mine set up personally is I have popular videos, I have shorts, and then I have posts, and then collaborations underneath that. How you want to set it up is up to you, but ideally, you should be showing people your most popular videos or the ones that give you the most social proof. In addition to that, you need to come into settings down here because basically 2 different types of settings that YouTube actually cares about. Now, in here, you have to come into channel, come into feature eligibility, make sure all 3 of these are green. If these aren't green, YouTube is holding your account back, YouTube is holding your content back. Just do whatever it says in order for you to be able to do those things. In addition to that, you need to come into advanced settings right here. You need to scroll all the way down. Make sure that this is turned off because you don't want AI models using your content. Make sure that hypes is turned on because it's one of the easiest ways to get more views and get a boost from the YouTube algorithm if you're a small channel. And make sure that clips is turned on because this is going to allow people to use your content in order to get you more views. Not literally them stealing your content, but this is going to allow people to interact with your content in a way that can help increase your reach. Change number 2 is you need to stop posting about what you think is a good idea or what you think your audience should know about. And instead, you need to have an analytical approach to this. In fact, you need to know what topics are getting the most views per hour in your niche because that is literally your audience saying, hey, this is what we're interested in. And then you make content about that. The YouTube algorithm shows it to those people. And I promise you, this is going to make you blow up faster than you could have imagined. Now, what I'm talking about is making sure that you're making content that's about high view per hour topics. For example, if we come over here and we type in ChatGPT, let's say that was a content idea that I had, I could come over here to IQ filters and actually change the way that YouTube actually looks. So I could change this so that it only shows me long form videos or so that it only shows me shorts or that it only shows me lives. I could change this however I want. I'm going to have this show me only videos right here. I'm going to have this load more videos and then I'm going to refresh this right here because sometimes you have to do that in order to get it to actually show you the content. And I want to point something out here. If you just did a regular search for this without using IQ filters up here, you'll see this got 43 views per hour. This video right here, it doesn't show a views per hour yet. This video right here, it also doesn't. But if we come over here and do this, what you're going to notice actually this video is getting more views. And if we click on load more videos, this is then going to load up more videos here. And we could see that there are actually a bunch of videos that are getting more views on a specific topic. Now, I actually have this subscribers feed on here right now, which is why it's not showing me everybody. But if I click on load more videos, this is then going to show me all the videos under ChatGPT that are getting the most reach. And this actually shows you what you should be uploading content about. Why? Because you want to make sure you're making content about what has a high views per hour. If you just look at things that got a lot of views, like my video right here that got over 130,000 views, this doesn't tell you the full story because you need to be looking at content that is getting a high number of views per hour because that is what people on YouTube are actually watching right now. And those are the type of topics you should actually be posting about. And really the only way for you to be able to figure this out efficiently is using vidIQ's filter extension right here. And again, if you only wanted to see this from small channels, you'd actually be able to manipulate this so that it shows you what videos are getting the most views for channels of your size so that you could figure out what works even if you don't have a lot of subscribers. The best part about vidIQ is you could go to the pinned comment below and get started with it today for only $1. Please, don't let $1 be the difference between you blowing up on YouTube and getting the views and subscribers you want, or you continuing to struggle because you're not looking at the right metrics and analytics. Now, change number 3 is you need to make sure that you're actually posting in the right format that your audience actually cares about. Because there are several types of posts that you can post on YouTube. You can post stories, you could go live, you could do vertical lives, you could post shorts, you could post regular content, you could even post photos if you wanted to on YouTube. And not a lot of people realize that, but you need to be posting in the formats that your audience actually cares about. Here's how you could find that out. Now, figuring this out is actually incredibly easy. What you're going to do is you are going to come over into your analytics. You are then going to click on audience. And then from there, you're going to scroll down and YouTube will literally show you what formats your audience watches. So we could see that everybody in my audience watches videos, everybody in my audience watches shorts, and almost everybody in my audience watches live. So what kind of content should I make sure that I'm uploading? I should make sure I'm uploading videos, shorts, and going live sometimes, which is what I would do if I wanted to grow the fastest. In addition to that, this will show you what your audience watches, and we could see that mainly they're watching videos and podcasts from here. So if I wanted to grow the fastest, what I would want to do is look at these topics, create content on that, and make sure that I'm expanding into these formats. Because what you never want to do is get satisfied with the success that you're seeing on YouTube, because then that's going to lead to stagnation, and then as a result, you aren't going to keep pushing forward and somebody else is. I want you to think about this. Competition on YouTube doesn't come from the top, it comes from the bottom. You need to worry about the small people that are going to outgrow you as opposed to the big people, because you're going to take them over if you implement this advice. Change number 4 is making sure that the metadata and the length are correct. Because if you've done everything else that I've shared with you in this video, you have the right settings, you're uploading about the right topic, you're posting in the right formats, this could be the only other thing that's holding you back from getting the views that you want. Now, lucky for you, the tool from before vidIQ actually makes doing metadata incredibly easy. For example, if we come over here to this video that I uploaded a few days ago, it's already got 19,000 views. And if we come into the details right here, we could see that with vidIQ, this actually gives me other title suggestions. And if I click into here, I can actually manipulate what these are about. So I could tell it what the video is about. I could say what keyword I'm trying to target and what emotion, and then this will actually craft a bunch of titles based on that. In addition to that, they do the same exact thing with the description. I could come over here, I could tell it the target keyword, the emotion, what the video is about, and it will go through and generate me descriptions with AI. And if we scroll down even further, they do the same exact thing for tags. And guess what? If you come up top to the right here, you can even see what your content is actually going to look like in this thumbnail preview. And if we click on this, this will show you how your video is going to appear next to every other video that it's going to be competing against. And if you're not using tools like this, that's why your content isn't getting reach, because your competitors are using these tools, and that's why they have a competitive advantage over you. In addition to that, if you use this vidIQ tool, this literally tells you when you should be posting for every day or just overall, which is incredibly useful. Now, if you want to know what length you should be posting in, you want to come over to analytics, you want to click on trends right here, type in what you're going to do. So for example, let's say I'm going to make a ChatGPT tutorial video. This will then show you over here, if you come into show all, what videos your audience is watching. And what are you going to notice? That a lot of these videos are long, 28 minutes, 34 minutes, 21 minutes, 38 minutes, 27 minutes. All longer videos. So if I wanted to make a video on that topic, my video needs to be at least like 24 minutes. Otherwise, it's not going to get pushed out, because YouTube isn't only classifying people based on what they watch, also what lengths they watch. So you only get shown content based on that. So if you want to reach the maximum audience, you need to pay attention to that. So now that you know everything you have to do in order to get the views that you want, we need to talk about turning those viewers into subscribers. And the fastest and best way to do this is making sure you have a call to action in your content. In fact, if you don't have a call to action in your content, you are literally saying, Rob, I don't care. I don't want to get subscribers. That is a massive mistake, because the more subscribers you get on YouTube, the more base number of views that you're going to end up getting in your content. Then as a result, you get more social proof and just more people watch your stuff. I mean, think about it. If they're looking at a creator that's got 100 subscribers or 100,000 subscribers uploading about the same topic, who do you think people are going to listen to? The one with 100,000. Now, that's not to say that you should be discouraged if you have 100 subscribers right now. It's just to say that you need to gain more subscribers so that you gain more of a competitive advantage. And the easiest way to do this is having a call to action. In fact, let me prove this to you. Now here's the difference in what happens when you do put a call to action versus when you don't put a call to action. If we come over to my YouTube Shorts over here and we filter this by views, we could see that I have two videos with almost identical views. This video right here, 1.1 mil, this video right here, 1.2, but they're only like 40,000 views off. But you're going to notice something very interesting here. If we click into this video, guess what you notice? This video got me almost 11,000 subscribers. Might be pretty good. Now, if we compare that to this other video right here that actually got the same amount of views, guess what you're going to see? This video only got me 3,000 subscribers. So why did that other video literally get me 3 times the subscribers? Well, it's simple. It's because that other video had a call to action in it. So having a call to action could literally be the difference between take whatever subscriber count you have right now, multiply it by 3, multiply it by 4, multiply it by 5. You simply add this action into your content. That's what could be your reality, because if you don't do it, well, guess what? People aren't going to end up subscribing to you. Now, if you want to grow faster on YouTube, the same exact way I help this creator grow, and this creator grow, I want to work with you one-on-one to guarantee I can help you grow faster. In fact, I literally want to tell you everything that you need to do. So if you feel right now that YouTube is hard, YouTube is confusing, you could take all of that away right now by working with me one-on-one, because I know exactly what you need to do in order to grow no matter what your niche is. And if that sounds interesting, well, please check out this video right here that walks you through the 3 different ways that we can work together one-on-one and I can help you grow faster. I'll see you over there.